Hello, good evening. How are we doing today? Hey, happy Thanksgiving to my brothers and sisters to the south of me. I trust you've had your turkey dinners and are sitting around chatting and socializing with your family. What a blessing it is. We are to be grateful every day. So we thank God for this day that's been set apart for that. So today, it's Auntie Yaa'S reading Nook, but permit me to finish sharing and then we'll get started. So it's been an interesting day today. We had a lot of freezing rain at our end here, so not the best, if one should ask me. Yeah, lots of things happening on the roads. So we just pray for safety for everyone at this time as they go about traveling about their business. Let's see. Okay, did I get this one? I'm not even sure. Yeah, it's Thursday. What's the date today? 25th November. The year's almost over. Are you planning? Looking over what you've done this year and then planning for the year coming up? Or you don't plan? You just keep it in your mind and do it as you go along. Anyway, we all have our choices, eh? All right, so let's do this as well. Okay. I can't find everybody. All right. Okay, I think I am done. So let's get started. What are we talking about today? So today we're talking about, oh, it's not that. All right. Don't tell me I've gone and deleted my topic. Anyway, today we are talking about what is holding you back. That is what we're talking about. What is holding you back? And I'm just going to quickly recreate my banner because I was deleting an old one and I think that I deleted it in error. What is holding you back? How to overcome those things that are holding you back. Right. So here it is. It's based on page 252 in the book, The Beauty of a Woman's Heart, that came out last March. And the title there is Flying High, Getting Out of Your Comfort Zone. So the first question there was, dear woman, what is holding you back from achieving your goals in life? So I thought that we should have that as a subtitle today and discuss some of the things that keep us back from accomplishing what we've set out to accomplish, right? So what is the first thing that sets us back? That would be self-doubt and fear. So when we talk about self-doubt and fear, what do we mean? Well, like I was saying before, the year is almost over. You're looking around. Probably we're asking ourselves, have I done everything that I set out to do? Excuse me. Some of us may not even ask ourselves those questions. Every day is just like the other and along we go. But for those who plan, you ask these kinds of questions. Where's my life go? Even if you're not planning, something hits you sometimes and you go, what am I doing with myself? What is going on? You look around you and then you ask yourself, why is it that I'm not accomplishing things that I set out to do? So the question that you ask is, what is holding you back? The first one is self-doubt and fear, not believing in yourself because you think negatively. You've programmed yourself. I can't do this. I'm not good at this. We tell ourselves all kind of things, don't we? And then also there's a fear of rejection. If I go try something, maybe I'll fail and people will laugh at me and what have you. And all around, you're not good. You're not given to having good feelings about yourself. So that holds you back. Look, there's a lot of things, confidence is not something that you may have grown up with or been taught about, or maybe you grew up and you had to find your way, like make your way and determine what will work for you or not work for you in life. So this is, if you are one such person, this is what I'll say to you. The times that you spend fearing the outcomes of any action that you might take are better spent in initiating some action on that very thing. Don't you think it's a better proposition? Yes. Sometimes the best thing you can do for yourself is to take action. That which you fear, just do it. My mantra is just do it. If you don't take anything from tonight, remember that I said just do it. And learn to believe in yourself. Don't be thinking those negative thoughts. Just get rid of them. It doesn't help you. What else might be holding you back? Procrastination, inaction, and complacency, or refusing to take action leads to indifference and inertia. What do I mean by that? You get so comfortable not doing anything. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes the next week. Next week becomes next month. Next month becomes 3 months down the line. 6 months later, no action. It happens to a lot of us. And if you're not given to writing things down or mapping out a plan, you will be stuck. Look, even sometimes we plan and we plan forever. Stop planning and start doing. Are you a procrastinator? I am. That's why I have a lot of notebooks. I write things out. When you look in my bag here, there's so many notebooks. I write things out. Today, this is what I'm going to do. If I'm not able to do it, I shift it to the next day till it gets done. Have a plan. You might sit back and tell yourself, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But you're not written it out. And maybe you are doing it. But because you don't have a written out plan, you feel like you are not doing anything. You feel you are not accomplishing anything. But if you write out your plan, you can always go back to it and look, oh, what did I do last week? Oh, okay, I did this on Monday. Oh, that was done on Wednesday. Oh, I'm making progress. And then you feel happy with yourself. So to overcome procrastination, you need to have an accountability partner, somebody who thinks along the same mind as you do and can hold you accountable and say, hey, you said you're going to do this. Have you done it? But also before you even get to that accountability partner, because maybe the thing is the action first starts from you. So how about you figure out what to do to stop your procrastination? The best thing that you can do is to set timelines, little goals for yourself with timelines. Don't beat yourself over the head when these don't get done. You just tell yourself, okay, I did not accomplish this. I plan to do it in 2 days, in 3 hours, what have you. Be responsible for your progress. Check yourself. Keep reviewing your progress. Set timelines and make sure you review. Don't be lazy. Don't waste time. Don't waste time. Don't waste time. You don't have the luxury of time. Make the days count. Yes. Like me, I'm sitting here right now doing a Facebook Live. Okay, when I finish, I got paid yesterday, so I need to go pay my bills. Yeah, I finished that. I have one project. There's a variety of things that I have to work on, so I'm going to pick one, do a little bit of that, and then I'll go to bed later. But don't waste time. Look, I work 7.5 hours a day. What time do I have to do what I want to do? The luxury of working from home is that on your lunch break, you can quickly take one item and do it. Maybe reading. I'm reading a book right now. I read a little bit, I underline it, take some nuggets from it, or whatever. But keep yourself busy, keep yourself active. Don't procrastinate. Enjoy every minute. I'm not saying fill up all your hours with activities. No, no, no. That's not what I'm talking about. Sometimes it's okay to, when you're managing your time well, you can set 10-15 minutes spells where you just sit around doing nothing, just, refueling, just taking it easy, breathing in, breathing out, what have you. Okay, so the next thing that is holds us back are distractions. Distractions, and there's many of them. It's hard to focus when you are distracted. Do you know that? Yes, it's just like a child in a classroom situation. It's like the teacher is talking, they're hyper, their mind is on something else, they are not listening. That may be just a kid who's hyper, right? Or you could have a child who also has, attention deficit, whatever. Hello, Aisha. Good to see you. So, if you are living a distracted life, your goals are being sidelined. You know that? Because everything takes up your time. Friends, there's that people are pulling you in different directions. Oh, do this for me. Oh, do that for me. And with us too, where we come from there, we will feel guilty. Oh, I was supposed to do this for my auntie and I didn't do it. Oh, my brother's wife needs this. And then we are running all over the place, satisfying everybody. And we are distracted. Meanwhile, you had a goal, you had a plan of doing something. It didn't get done because you are distracted. Learn to manage your time well so you have time for your stuff. Look, it's okay to help people, but put it in perspective. You have no business going out to help somebody else when your stuff is not getting done. That is the first rule of thumb. It's important. Otherwise, you never meet your goals. So stop there. Some of the distractions are social media, friends, this and that. And I mean, we the women, we like to be part of these pauses, So you have a day off, you have a plan, and then the guru, the head honcho in your posse says, "Oh, hey, I have to go to such and such a place. Do you want to go with me?" You are so afraid to say no, I won't go, because if she gets upset with you, she'll tell the other members and they'll all act weird towards you. So because you don't have a backbone and you are spineless, you cave. Next week, when you are off, you want to do that which you missed this week, another request comes from somebody else. So it goes on for 4 weeks. Pretty soon you've forgotten what you set out to do, right? That is what distractions will do to you. So I'm here to tell you that plan, take out the distractions, set aside a time of day that you're going to accomplish your goals. If somebody is demanding something of you and it's in that free time space, that's okay. You can manage that. That is up to you. But it falls within your time that you have to do your thing. Hey, learn to say no. No is no. It's that easy. Just do it. So that's what we've talked about. Figure out how to get rid of your distractions. The next thing that holds us back is when we put ourselves down. We're constantly engaging in negative self talk. We talk down to ourselves. And this inflicts wounds on us because it holds you back. You can't do anything. You know what? It comes to a point that you just need to tell your inner critic to take a hike. Replace negative self talk with positive. Aisha, I'm with you. We can always find distraction if we are looking for one. Exactly. Especially if it's something that you have to do that you are cringing. You don't want to do it. You know it's important to do it, but somebody comes, oh yeah, good. And then you go away with them. But that thing is still sitting there waiting to get done. So what did you accomplish? You just wasted your time. And exactly what you're saying, we need to be positive. You need to believe in yourself. Listen, you got to learn that nobody is going to come and believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. And a lot of times, what I find is it's just human nature. Um, we tend to be, well, how do I put it? We're more predisposed towards being negative than being positive. So if you think, oh, I'm like this, oh, I'm this, that other person there, you think they have it all together. Maybe they're feeling insecure themselves, but they're enjoying you putting yourself down. So they'll help you put yourself down. What I'm trying to say is that you don't hand over your power like that to people. The things that you say about yourself, okay, even if you think you don't want to stop it, say it to yourself in private and then kick yourself and say, you need to stop talking like this to yourself. But for goodness sakes, don't go to other people and be putting yourselves down. People feed off that, they enjoy it. And maybe somebody is feeling lower than you are, and they'll say, oh, I didn't realize she felt that crappy. She's even worse than I am. Hey, I'm better. And then they start lording it over you. You've given your power away. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Yeah. Try to see the good in your life. Focus on the good things, the positive things. There's always something to be grateful for. Yes, I mentioned at the beginning, today is Thanksgiving in the US, but it's not only one day that we're supposed to be grateful, it's every single day. So every day, if you are that negative or you don't have faith in yourself or self-confidence, make sure, if I say 3, maybe 4, if you're feeling low about yourself, it may be so hard for you, but start the first week every day. Tell yourself one thing that you like about yourself, okay? Or one thing that you are grateful for. You start one, just start it. Do it for 5 days. Even if, okay, let's put it this way, start at 2 days. Then the third day, you tell yourself, okay, let me go further. By the 5th day, you'll realize that you're starting to feel better. And maybe as the days go on, you're able to come up with 3, 4, 5. It's a mindset thing. You have to teach yourself, reprogram yourself to think differently. Nobody is going to come and do it for you. And sometimes the circles that you keep will make it worse for you. If you are running around in a group of friends who are always talking negatively to each other or about each other, chances are you become a part of that and you don't know anything else. Look, some of us, we used to run around with people who didn't know, people who didn't like themselves or were negative or for whatever reason. And so all they said to you were negative things until you realize that, oh, there's something better out there. Yeah. You know something? You live once. This business of life, nobody is guaranteed the next minute. So do the best. And one of the best things you can do for yourself is to learn to be happy with who you are, be proud of yourself, feel good about yourself. I'm not talking about the cocky type. No, the regular human being who believes in themselves, believes in how God created them to be, that, yes, there's something in me that, I should feel good about. I'm special because, hey, he created me. That is even enough to start with. And I mean, it's up to you, whatever you believe in, but I'm speaking about what I believe in. Like, we need to start to think seriously about some of these things, because I'm speaking mainly to believers. We say we have the Bible, but we don't live by the things in there. And those things, if you read them, it builds confidence like you don't know. But we've missed it. So, yeah, we tell ourselves all kinds of things. So that's what we've been talking about. Let's see. So the topic today was what is holding you back, how to overcome those things. Oh, my spelling is off. So, and it's from page 252 of the book, Flying High. And I talk about, what do you call it? Getting out of your comfort zone. So the first question there was, dear woman, what is holding you back from achieving your goals? So we've talked about self-doubt and fear, procrastination, distractions, putting yourself down. And so I have a comment here. Aisha says, Yehovah, I feel you, Auntie. The word feel good about yourself is something I don't joke with. Yes, you have to be happy. Look, I can be miserable by myself. Okay. If I'm sitting here right now and I'm like, oh, today I'm not having a great day. I know it's me, but I know how to get myself out of it. And it's not to say I live in a Pollyanna world and, oh, I don't want to be miserable, but you've seen enough and you are mature enough to know that if you keep yourself in that funk, you'll be stuck there for 3-4 months. Meanwhile, life is going on. So your self-talk is so important. I know what to say, what to do. Okay, this is a phase. Let's keep moving. And you keep moving. As you are moving, if you think you've moved too fast and it's bothering you, always go back and look. A lot of us, we are so afraid to examine our feelings and our emotions. That is the problem that we have. So we do katasumwe and then smile and we put these fake smiles like everything is okay. Meanwhile, you are dying inside. No, be honest, be real with yourself. Only you can do that work. That's part of the self. Ajua is busy eating her turkey, so she's not here to give me comments. That's part of the self-care that Ajua always talks about. Self-everything. Learn to take care of yourself. Thank you, Miss Aisha. Yes. So then the next one is, let's see. Maybe I'll do one more and then I'll go for a break. Staying in your comfort zone. Too afraid to take risks. So that is the problem that a lot of us have. And I mean, maybe whatever it is, we're afraid of challenges, and it's human nature. You become fearful. If I take this risk, this might happen. I might lose out. If I quit this job and go over there, what if they start laying people off there? And so you are so afraid. So it's part of life, really. But you need to come to the stage where you tell yourself, you know something? You need boldness in life. Boldness. Don't live a cowardly life. When you have to take action, take it. There are people who are afraid to speak up or tell people how they feel. They don't want to offend people. Meanwhile, that person is wounding you, creating big sores in your soul. And you are sitting there taking it because you don't know how to speak up. Because some of us, when we speak up, we get labeled, we get called names. But it is okay because I've spoken my mind and I've gotten it off my chest. Speaking my mind doesn't mean insulting. No, not that. Not what we do. That is not that is not emotional intelligence. You tell people in a calm, rational manner that, you know what, you said this, I don't agree with it, I don't appreciate how it made me feel. You speak your truth. Whether they choose to honor it or not, you have spoken up and you can go away feeling lighter. A lot of us, people say things to us, they hurt us, and we just keep it up here because we don't want to offend people. We don't want to displease people. Are you here to live for other people? We are not taught conflict resolution, so we are afraid to speak truth or speak up when bad things are being done to us. That is a problem. So staying in your comfort zone, you don't want to put yourself out there and get people tell you, oh, you're trying this one. What's wrong with you? Are you foolish? Have you seen anybody doing that before? Oh, that won't work. And then they tell you all kinds of things. And then after a while, well, you believe them. And you go, it's comfortable here in this little box. Let me stay here. You've allowed them to put you in that box. Thank you. You'll learn as you get older that rules are meant to be broken. Be bold enough to live life on your own terms and never apologize for it. Thank you, Aisha. Thank you. That is it exactly. You know, people want to define who you are. Does that make sense? I am me, and yet somebody wants to tell me how to be. Oh, you speak up too much. Be quiet. Oh, you are an older lady. You shouldn't be talking like be quiet. Really? Look, my mother's generation, they were katasumu mwasuo, not me. No, I better be free. I've taken a lot to get to this stage. This is my time. I need to be speaking up. Yeah, because a lot of things that you put up with in your younger ages, when you get to this level, you go, nah, I ain't apologizing for it. This is why I say be unapologetically you. Yes, live life on your own terms. Look, I honor people, I respect people. The only person that I fear on this earth is my God. I'm not afraid of a human being. I respect you, but I'm not afraid of you. Fear of man is a snare. Yeah. Why should I be a coward around another human being? What good is that going to do to me? If they can't handle me speaking my truth, then I'm sorry, they're not supposed to be in my circle. That's how it is. We have to learn to allow people to be themselves. We have a problem with that in our society. Allow people to be who they are supposed to be. Don't define people. So all these behaviors makes people stay in their comfort zone. And then people, you see men, women, they get to a certain age and they are saying, oh, I wish I'd done this. oh, I wish I'd done that. I didn't do this because my husband wouldn't this. I didn't do this because my wife that. At the end of the day, it's your wife, it's your husband. You love them to death. But I'll ask this question again. Do they breathe for you, or do you breathe for them? Are they the ones who put the breath in you? The one who puts the breath in you brought you here to do something, and you are looking at somebody else as an excuse and a reason not to be doing what you're supposed to do. It doesn't make any sense to me. So, I don't know. You have to figure it out. Yes, is staying in your comfort zone an option that you are prepared to live with? And then you're not going to blame somebody or feel guilty later, or let it sink you into a depression that you get sick and come out with health issues and whatever in your old age. Take the bull by the horns and start living now. That's all that I can say. So let's take a short break and then we'll come and wrap up. Okay. So that is The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. You can find that on Amazon, Canada, US, France, Spain, Germany, Italy, and Innovi Books. It is a priceless book. Anybody can read it, men, women, but especially for young ladies, ages 10, 12 upwards. It's good for young adults, women in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Chunks of nuggets at your disposal and questions for you to answer and figure out whether you want to stay in your comfort zone or hold yourself back, or you want to move ahead. The first book that I showed you was Reflections for a Thirsty Soul, that you can get on Amazon, Friesen Press, Barnes & Nobles, Google Books, and iTunes. So we'll go to the next one, and that is... So refreshing for my weary soul will indeed refresh your weary soul. Get your copy on Barnes & Nobles, Amazon, US, Canada, UK, France, Germany, Italy, Spain, Australia, and Japan. I forgot to mention also that The Beauty of the Woman's Heart is also now on Barnes & Noble. So these books are full of inspiration, motivation, if you're looking to be inspired, to be motivated, to push yourself to the next level in your faith, in your general life, read one of these books. It will bless you. One or all three, it's entirely up to you, but they are full of nuggets, so you'll be inspired. Let me take this comment. Yes. Aisha says, freedom lies in being bold, simple. Yes. When you learn to speak up and stand up for yourself, people get to know that you're not a pushover. You are not going to allow yourself to be bullied by anybody, because basically you don't go around bullying anybody. So why should anybody come and be bullying you? We're all here to live our lives, but a lot of us have given our power away to others, and we allow others to control us and dictate how we are to live. That is not living an authentic life. Nope. It doesn't work for me. I don't know about you. Yes. So let's carry on. Where was I? I think the next one was, okay, I think it's the last point of sorts. Seeking approval from others holds us back instead of listening to ourselves and standing on our own 2 feet. Just the comments that I was making before I started this here. We rely so much on public opinion. Oh, if I do this, they'll say this. Oh, maybe I'll upset somebody. Or maybe I'll offend this person. My mother doesn't want me to do this. You're not living for your mother. Your mother lived in a different generation. Things were different back then. Maybe there were things that women were told they couldn't do, but now women are doing. So you want to go try it. And yet these inhibitions, we are so full of inhibitions. Where I've never met a people who are so full of inhibitions. Every time we want to do mire do as if, like as for us, butter wouldn't melt in our mouth. Meanwhile, that thing, we are desiring it, we are yearning for it, but we have these imaginary things in our minds that are stopping us. People's rules. What about you make your own rules? Live your own life on your own terms. I want to do this. Somebody even is very good at designing, sewing clothes, doing all kinds of things. But in their family, oh, they are supposed to be nurses and pharmacists and this and that. So I'll upset somebody if I do that. And they won't even open their mouth to say, oh, I'm going to do something. Oh, my mom will be upset. Look, we've all been through that. When you're in secondary school and you're choosing your subjects, then your parents and your mom, my dad would let you do whatever, right? But oh, this. No, you can't live vicariously through your children. You have to allow them to find their way and pick their own destinies, because this is why we have some people, oh, we're all a family of doctors. So yes, they go and become a doctor, and then they figure out that, well, they love cooking. They'd rather be a chef. So guess what? They put that to the side. Yeah, maybe they are doing their whatever. And then they go to that which is their passion or that which they love. And you see them thriving and flourishing at it. So why don't we just allow people to be themselves? So if you are sitting there seeking approval from people, you die an early death, because you'll never be happy. Because you are living on somebody's terms. Somebody is dictating how you should live. I mean, be honest with yourself and try and go seek out that which you want to do. You're welcome, Aisha. We're always telling these lies to ourselves. Oh, this, oh, that. No. Stop seeking approval from others. Do what makes... Look, you can ask for advice from people. Don't get me wrong, because in my extra notes that I have here, I say that you can't do it alone. You can't do life alone. That is why you need to be wise enough. Look, we've lived through stages of life where we were foolish. Yes, we've all gone through that. But when you wisen up, you start looking for wiser people. So there's somebody who can give you good advice to push you in the right direction. So don't sit there and tell yourself things, tell yourself stories, and stop yourself from getting ahead. So as for the approval, please, put it away. Put it away. Sometimes, our parents have such a hold on us, such an influence, just because of the way we were brought up, the culture, the respect and the honor for adults. And so we don't want to disappoint them. But at some point, you are forced to, or you are going to have to pick between what your heart and your soul desires, and whether you are living to please them, because they've lived their lives, they've done what they have to do, and then they are dictating to you. They mean well, but is it the right way? Is it the right thing for you? No, no. It's like some movie. Oh, one of my all-time favorite movies. While you were sleeping, this two brothers, and they had this one lady, that was Sandra Bullock. She worked in a toll booth at a train station or something like that, and she was crashing over the older brother, who's a hot shot in some fancy office. The type, Wall Street type. And so one day he gets robbed and he's in a coma or something, and then people think she was there when she saw the accident. So she saw the incident. So, of course, in the hospital, it's like, oh, she's the fiance. And then along comes the other brother. And then she seems to be falling in love with the other brother. So when the guy woke up from the coma, he didn't even know her. And then at some point, when the fancy guy, the fancy Wall Street guy said, "When did you fall in love with my brother?" And she goes, "What? The title, While You Were Sleeping." So this brother, the younger brother, he was in business with his father. I think they had a furniture company, but when people passed away, I think they went to purchase their, fancy furniture and all that. And meanwhile, this other brother was so good at creating his own stuff. And he was criticizing his Sandra Bullock that she's just living a toll booth, not living out her passions. And she tells him, and you want to create your own stuff, and you're afraid to tell your father that you want out of the family business. So finally, he did tell the father, and the father was floored. Go, why didn't you tell me how you were feeling sooner? Rather than later. So I'm just saying this long story just to illustrate how sometimes we think that we have to live our lives like our parents hold us this thing over our head that, oh, maybe if I tell them they'll be upset. No, you have to be brave enough to live your life. And I know some parents are so hard. There's a word for them. I can't even say it. Some British word, curmudgeon or whatever. I can't say. Yeah, they are so hard that they'll even go to the grave not talking to their kid because their kid went against their wishes. Meanwhile, your kid came to live his life. So those kinds of things, seeking approval of others. It could be parents, it could be other family members, it could be friends, it could be your spouse, it could be whoever. But learn to break free without destroying your relationships, of course. Stand up for yourself. So yes, we've said a lot. We've said a lot. Some of the other things too is that don't be doing comparisons. That can hold you back in life when you're comparing yourself to others. So this is the main topic. Or waiting for the right time. Every time, oh, this is not a good time. I'll do it this time. It's not a good time. There's never any good time. If you're going to take a risk, take it now and deal with the consequences. If you're going to wait till 5 years later, chances are today's dynamics, you could have done it and be more fruitful right now than 5 years later. 5 years later might be too late. Missed opportunity. Yeah, we miss a lot of those, don't we? That's how we choose to live. So if you are procrastinating or you are fearful, you always miss opportunities. And then don't expect instant results. Be honest with yourself. Change takes time. Taking a risk takes time. Don't be, how do you call it? Don't be somebody who is realistic. Like tell yourself that Rome was not built in a day. So Rome was not built in a day, and take it easy. I'm not saying be slow, but you don't rush through something that you know you need to do with care. So if you've put out your plan, you take one little step at a time, keep accomplishing those goals and keep moving. Look, it's not easy. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be 1, 3, and then you jump back to 2. You are all over the place. That is life. You need to have resilience. You need to be somebody who can persevere. We don't know how to persevere. We give up so easy. We do something, oh, it doesn't work. And so next time somebody wants to, oh, that it doesn't work. And then that becomes the refrain. Oh, you two are going to do it. It doesn't work. We keep saying that. Meanwhile, we are stopping people. So you couldn't do it. So how many other people have you stopped because you couldn't do it? It doesn't make any sense, does it? Also, I saw a quote somewhere when I was doing my research that it says, assumption that talent and not persistence is the key to success. You can have talent. I was saying some of this already. If you don't have persistence, you won't get anywhere. You have to have this stick to it attitude, stick to it and plod away, plug away, plod away. Look, you see the tortoise, they are slow, right? But go that when you hit the difficult terrain, little by little, keep moving, keep pushing. We give up too easily. We give up too easily. Sometimes because we haven't seen any example of people pushing or trying to accomplish something in life. So we think, oh, well, it's just like that. That is how it is. We do it like it's not like that. Give yourself you are better than that. You are worth it. You can push. You look, some of these things, it's innate, things that are inside. You have to pull them out. If you don't face challenges in life, how are you going to know what you're actually made of? Learn to push yourself and learn to dig in your heel and say, I'm going to do it. No matter what, I am going to do it. And push yourself and do it. Yeah. And the last point that I'd made earlier is don't do it alone. You've gotten wiser, so you've gotten wise, right? So find a wiser person. It could be somebody who's doing the same thing you are doing, or maybe they have experience in other areas. You can talk to them and they can give you some tips. So yes, we've been here talking about what is holding you back, how to overcome those things. So I hope that you'll take some nuggets. Life is not easy and it's not a bed of roses, but it can be enjoyable when you plan your life properly. You learn the dynamics of taking time out for yourself when you need to rest, when to push and when to push harder. But for goodness sakes, never stop pushing. Don't stay in your comfort zone. Get out. Get out. Even in the book, yeah, I'll read some stuff. It says, make your life count, put meaning into it, add value to yourself. Don't sit around dwelling on negatives. Figure yourself out. What do you bring to the table? Don't lose hope. There's life in you. Yes, there's life in you. Fly high. Look to your maker for strength. Fly high. So long as you have breath in you, there's something in you that has to come out to impact or bless somebody else. Life is not about just you. That we just sit there and think, oh, it's just that. It's just like that. No, you are here to make a difference. So find out what it is. Maybe it's your smile that encourages somebody. Sometimes we think these things are Nobel Peace Prize stuff. No, basic things. Maybe you are an encourager. Yeah, when people see you, they're happy. When they don't see you, oh, where's so and so? I miss seeing her smile. You see, we all go to these coffee places or to these stores, right? There's some regulars there who are always nice, smiling, whatever. Yeah, when they are not there, you go, oh, where are they? Be like that. You have something to give. Don't hold yourself back. Okay, so with that, I'll end it here. Until next time. So I'll be back on Sunday. Yes. And then refreshing for my weary soul will be back next Tuesday. So now I'm doing it every second Tuesday. So thank you so much. Aisha, thank you. And anybody else who was on, but I didn't see you or see your comments. I appreciate you. Take care of yourselves. Until next time, okay? Bye-bye.